What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another DXU beginner video. Today what we are going to discuss is how to set up your TradingView. Now, what TradingView is it is a website that allows you to do technical analysis. It's not really a trading platform, although you can trade. There are some brokers that do allow you to trade on TradingView, but most traders use TradingView as a technical analysis tool. Okay, we do what we call marking charts up. We mark the charts up. We do our technical analysis on the on TradingView, and that's what allows us to basically read the story of the graph, like I told you in previous videos. Okay, remember, the graph speaks a language. It tells us a story, and we utilize TradingView to do our technical analysis and decipher what that story is so we can know what the market will most likely do in the future. Okay, trading is not about guessing. The market tends to repeat itself just like everything else in the universe. Repeat itself. Okay, look at trends, fads. Okay, bell bottoms. Bell bottoms were in the 70s. They came back in the early 2000s. What else? Certain music has gone out and come back in. Okay, fads, they go out and they come back in. Tight rolling your pants, your jeans at the bottom, tight rolling them, with a roll at the bottom. That used to be in the 80s. Now it's actually back in. So things tend to repeat themselves, and the markets do that as well. Okay, and that's what we do when we do it. When we do chart markups on TradingView. Okay, so what we're going to go over today is how to set up your TradingView. Okay, if you look up here, I have this toolbar here. Okay, this is called my favorites toolbar. Now, all of your tools are over here on the left. Okay, you have drop-down boxes, okay, that have all these different tools, and then I go into the next one, has all these different tools. I go into the next one, different. Go into the next one, different tools. Okay, but instead of having to go over here, click on this, find the tool I want to use, what you can do is you can create your own favorites toolbar, the tools that you use the most. Okay, now in order to do that, first off, what you're going to do, let me close out. Okay, we're going to leave that. And what we're going to do is, I already have it as a shortcut here, but what we're going to do is just search TradingView. Okay, and then we're going to look for TradingView. Boom, there it is. Okay, now TradingView, you can have a free account. Okay, when you're first starting out, free account is fine, but you will have ads that pop up. They tend to get annoying, especially when you're really in depth and you've zoned in. You're in the zone of marking charts up, and you're listening to some music, and the kids are in bed, and you're marking charts up, and then boom, ad pops up. You close it out, and then boom, ad pops up. So it does get a little annoying. And the pro version is not a lot of money. I forget, it's in the teens per month, $14 per month or something like that. If it is close to Black Friday right now, for those of you watching this video, if it is close to Black Friday and you're watching this video, you can wait till Black Friday. Usually around Black Friday, they have a huge discount. I believe it's like 60 to 80% off, but you have to purchase the year. Okay, but it's well worth it. Highly recommend it. There are some features. It doesn't just, when you get the paid version, it doesn't just take away the ads. It does give you some capabilities to do some things that you might want to do when you get a little bit more to an intermediate and advanced trader. So, getting the paid version is good. Okay, so what you're going to do is go to charts. Okay, go to charts, and boom, there we go. We have our chart. Okay, right now we are on the Euro US dollar. Okay, Okay, we're on the Euro US dollar. I can switch to the US UJ or the UCAD or the AU. Okay, that's green because I have a box highlighted there. Or you. So this is your watch list over here. Okay, this is where you can the pairs that you like to look at the most. Crypto, if you like looking at crypto, or indices, if you like looking at indices. If you don't know what indices are, you will in the near future, because we will have a lesson on what indices are as well. I believe Caesar will be the one teaching that. So stay tuned for that. You'll know what indices are. But all the ones that you like to watch, it's almost like having your favorite toolbar up here. This is like having your favorite pairs. Okay, so back to the toolbar. These are the tools that I like to use instead of having to go over here. So we're in TradingView. Now, to get this toolbar here, when you first start TradingView, you will not have a toolbar there, okay? The moment that the toolbar will pop up is when you do this, take this action that I'm going to show you right now, okay? You're going to go over here, click on open it up so you can see all of the tools within that toolbox. And then this little star over here, that is your favorite star. When you click it, it disappears. When you turn it on, it appears. So you see it here. There's my trend line. Okay, trend line. When I click it, it disappears. When I turn it back on, it puts it back. Okay, so all you're going to do is go through. Once you utilize and figure out which tools you like to use the most, just go ahead and star them and put them into your favorites toolbar. Okay. Now, same thing with these are your time frame charts here. You might have heard me mention a top-down analysis or something like that in going into lower time frames. So if you don't have them marked, I'm gonna turn them all off. Okay, turn them all off. Okay, so now if you see here, there's only one time frame up there, okay? But I want them all up there so I can easily click on them and go back and forth instead of having to hit this and find the one I want. So the ones, there's quite a few that I like to look at and do analysis through. So 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. I don't really care too much about the 1 minute, 15 minute, 30, 45, 1 hour. I like to look at a lot of different ones. Now, there are some ones that retail traders look at, which are kind of 45 minute, not really, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily. Those are, I'll put the 1 minute too. So those are the ones that most retail traders like to look at, okay? Those are the ones that most retail traders like to look at. Me personally, I like to look at ones that institutions like to look at as well. The reason institutions look at the off time frames is because retail traders don't look at those. Okay, so they like to make moves in those time frames. So I like to look at those as well because you can sometimes see stuff that you might not see in the normal time frames. So I like to do the 2 hour, the 3 hour, and also some higher time frames like the weekly and the monthly. So now you see they're all up there. I can switch amongst them pretty easily. Boom, just like that. Okay, over here we have your different types of charts. If you remember from prior video in this course, I spoke about the 3 types of charts. We have the candlestick, the line chart, and the bar chart. Okay. Me personally, I like to just use the candlestick chart. I will keep the line chart up there as well. Just sometimes it's good to find support and resistance zones. So you can go in and drop some. It's really easy to find the tips of the line chart, which is where support and resistance zones are. So that's always good, the line chart. It's good for, so when I'm teaching I don't necessarily use it myself because I see it on the candlestick chart, but when I'm doing basic beginner classes, live classes, I like to, show them how to use this to find support and resistance. So I do keep it marked. But I'm able to find them on the candlestick chart because have hundreds of thousands of hours looking at charts. So, but that's how you can get those to stay up there. This here, I don't really use that. It's to compare or add symbols. This is your indicator list. If you want to pull up an indicator, let's say you want to put on a moving average. Okay, we'll put on a moving average. Boom, there's a moving average. The blue line, you see the blue line here. If you hover over it, so when you put an indicator from up here, this is your indicator list, okay? And you can also, when you pull up indicators, you can also star them as well and add them to your favorites. You'll see your favorites right over here, okay? So moving average, let's say RSI, add that to your favorites. Now I go over here and boom, there they are in your favorites, okay? You might have heard us, myself or Caesar or one of our other educators say that we don't really use indicators too much because we deal with price action. We don't really use indicators too much. Maybe a moving average here and there, an RSI occasionally, or a MACD, maybe a MACD. So you could throw whatever indicators you might use occasionally. You could throw them in your favorite bar over there. Okay. When you activate an indicator, it will pop up over here if it's an on-chart indicator. If it's not an on-chart indicator and it's like a MACD, which is a lower chart indicator, it has its own section down here. Okay, you can move it up and down. It has its own section. Okay, that is going to have its bar here for you to hide it, or to go into the settings, or to remove it completely from your chart, or to get more, add an alert on there, all this other good stuff as well. Okay, so you can go into settings. It'll bring up the settings for you to go through the settings window. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. Use it. Same thing up here. Here's the moving average. If I want to hide it, it removes the moving average line. If I back, it brings it back. I want to go to settings. I go to settings. Let's say I want to make it a 50 moving average. 50 moving average is a popular moving average. I'm going to do a 50 moving average, and there it is. Okay, so that's how you can do your indicators. I'm going to get rid of that one. And then over here, fundamental metrics, not something that you're probably really going to use. Indicator template, you can set templates for your indicators. Create an alert. If you want to create an alert, let's say that I want to create an alert. Right now, price is right here. Okay, right where that blue line is, price is. But let's say I want to create an alert once the market passes this area. What I can do is I can go in here, create an alert, and I want it at where I put the green line, okay, which is right here, 1.35092. I can come in and put it at the value, 1.3435092. So I can go in here and put 1.35092. Okay. Only once. You can do crossing up, crossing down, less than, whatever it may be. Okay. You can put an expiration on it. Okay. Expiration time. You can put an expiration, or you can say open-ended. Okay. So notify on app. You can have it notify you on your phone app. So if you're out doing something and you're not in front of your computer to hear it, you can have it notify you on the app. It can be a ringer. It can be a push notification, whatever you want it to be. Or if you're here still working, you can have it be show a pop-up, and a pop-up will, once it crosses, it'll show a pop-up. So you can do that as well. Okay. So that is your alerts. This here is your bar replay. Okay, this is a very, very helpful tool, guys. This is what is going to be very handy when it comes to doing your back testing. Okay, back testing is very, very important, guys. Back testing is basically studying the pair that you're looking at. Okay, what back testing is it's going back in time and seeing what the market did back here to see what it possibly might do in the future. Okay, so the bar replay tool comes in very handy. If you click on it, this is a tool that you cannot use when you have a free version. Actually, it only allows you to do it on the daily time frame, not on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and those are the ones that you really want to use it on. So it does allow you to test it out on the 1 hour, on the daily time frame, but you can't use it on smaller time frames. So if you push it, it's going to have this bar right here that comes up. Okay, so what it's going to ask you to do, so it's exactly what it says. It's a bar replay. It's a market replay. So you can go back in time and replay the market. So let's say I wanna see this dip live. Okay, what I can do is I can come back here and put that. So it erases all of that data and it allows me to see it as if it's real time. Okay, so what you do is you have the speed here. Okay, put the speed down a little bit, and if you hit this button, the play button, that's going to start playing all of the candlesticks at the speed that you have it set at. If you do this button, it's going to allow you to click it. Every time you click it, it's going to show a candle. So what we're going to do, we're going to zoom in here. Zoom in. Okay, I'm going to hit play. And you see how it just keeps painting candles. Okay, I'm gonna hit pause. Now, this one, if I click it, it paints one candle. Click it again, it paints the next candle. Click it again, it's the next candle. Paints the next candle. The next candle. Okay, I hit play. It just keeps playing it. Keeps playing it and keeps playing it, and it'll keep playing it until it gets to current time or until you hit the pause button. Okay, if you speed up the time, it'll play it really fast. Okay, so that tool comes in very, very handy. That is the bar replay tool. Okay, this is your go back button. So if I draw a trend line, okay, I can hit the back button. It'll take that away. Okay, this will put it back. That's all that is. That's undo and redo, undo and redo. Okay. This here, select layout. When you have the paid version, it allows you to do charts and compare charts. Okay. So you see here, right now, all it did is it put the British pound on both charts. What you do is if you see the blue outline around this chart down here, that just means that this is the active chart. So if I go and do anything, EG, Euro Great British Pound, what did it do? It put the Euro British Pound into this box. If I click up here, notice now the outline is around that chart. Okay, so now I have the British Pound US dollar. I'm going to put the UCAD, and now the UCAD is in this chart. So as long as whatever chart is highlighted is the chart that is going to be the active chart. Okay, so this allows you to compare. You can do 3 charts. Says I'm going to need a bigger monitor to do such bigger charts or whatever. So, but it does allow you to do side by side, or you can do on top of each other. Some people really like to do the side by side chart. It's personal preference. It's totally up to you guys. Let's go back to the single. Okay, and this is just your chart. Your chart you could save as a template. Have autosave on, sharing on. You can rename it, make a copy, new chart layout, or load your chart layout. Okay, this is your settings, your symbol settings. You can do the colors of the chart. You can change the bodies of the candles, borders, the wicks, last price line, all that good stuff, status line, the scales, appearance, you can change the appearance of the background, all that good stuff. So settings just helps you kind of customize the layout and all that good stuff. All right, this is to go to full screen mode. Go to full screen mode. If you want to get out of it, you pull your mouse and go up to the top. It'll bring this exit out of it. Okay. You can also take a screenshot. So let's say that you've done a chart markup and you have some stuff marked up. So you have some stuff marked up a little bit, and let's say there you have a chart marked up and you want to take a screenshot and share it with us. Let's say you want to share it with us. Maybe you want some insight and see if you're doing a chart markup correctly. What you can do is you can go to this, take a snapshot, save chart image, copy link to the chart image. So you can copy the link to the chart image, okay? And then you can go into a chat, Telegram chat, into our DXU app, into our Dynasty Exchange app, and put it in there on the, we have a social media wall, just like Facebook, just like the Facebook newsfeed. We have one in our app. We have a just for the DX, just for people that have the DX app. You can go and you can post the link, and it'll post the link there, and people can click on the link and go and see the chart. Okay? Or you can put the picture in there or whatever. So comes in really handy if you want to see if you're doing something right as a beginner. You can take a screenshot and share it with the educators, and we can give you some insight on your chart markup. You will see a lot of that in our telegrams and stuff like that. A lot of the students, sharing their charts, and or they might be really, they might be super proud of themselves for doing a markup and having a trade go their way, and they might want to share that. Okay, so they'll take a screenshot and for bragging rights, they'll put it in the chat and say, hey guys, check it out, I won this trade, I did my chart markup, and yada yada. So that allows you to do that. You can also publish your chart, your markup chart. There is a community inside TradingView. Okay, there's a community inside TradingView. So you can actually share your idea with the trade community within TradingView. Okay, you can record. I believe you can do a recording as well, and also put that in there. Okay, we went over the toolbar. We went over your favorite toolbar. We went over the top. Up here, if you click up here, let me do that again. If you click up here, that's going to bring up your symbol search. So you have stocks, futures, forex, CFD, crypto, index, economy. So if let's say I wanted to look up a crypto, I go to crypto, I get rid of that. So let's say I want to do Bitcoin. So type in B. So you have these are all the Bitcoins that are going to pop up, or everything with the B. If I want to do Bitcoin, I would spell it out. And these are all the Bitcoins. Over here, it's going to show you the brokerage that is, if you click on it, that is the brokerage that is supplying TradingView with that data information. Okay, so we'll say Bitcoin US dollar, click on it, it's going to bring up the Bitcoin US dollar chart. Okay, again, if you want to add it over here, let's talk about the watch list now. Okay, watch list is this. Have your alerts, these are your alerts. Okay, headlines, I don't really pay attention to that. Data window, a lot of this stuff you aren't really going to pay attention to any of this stuff. So go back to watch list, okay? And this is your watch list. Now, when you first start out, you're not going to have these sections, Forex, crypto, indices. It's probably just going to be a bunch of pairs there, okay? If you want to exit out of, if you want to clear your list and build your list from scratch, just hover over whichever one, and then you can literally exit out of it. So let's say I want to exit out of CJ. I would just click that and it's gone. Poof, it's gone. Okay. Now, if you want to add something, you right click, or you can click up here, add symbol, or you can right click and add symbol. Totally up to you. Okay. We'll add symbol, and we'll go back to CAD We'll go back to but let's say I want to add. I already have. Oh, that's why it wouldn't add it. I got to go to Forex. Okay. Okay, so CAD JPY. Here it is, guys. We have CAD JPY there, CAD JPY there, CAD JPY there, CAD JPY there. Why is there all of those? Remember why. They're different brokers that are providing their data to TradingView. Okay, so if you have Awanda, if Awanda is your broker, then you can always pull up Awanda. Okay, if Capital.com is your where you like to see their data, you can pick that one. I like FXCM. I'm going to pick that one. Okay, and we go over here. Where is it? Here it is down here. Okay, you see it down. Oh, wait. Here it is down at the bottom, guys. So what I'm going to do, you can see it right there. I'm going to grab it and drag it up because it is a Forex pair, and I'm going to bring it back up here. Okay. So I'm going to put it in my Forex pairs. Okay. Now, if you do want to do sections, what you're going to do is right-click anywhere in here in your watch list, add section, and there it is. It added a section automatically, and then you can drag your sections around. So that'll allow you to create sections like that, and then you just click on it, and it'll allow you to name it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. There we go. And that's pretty much it, guys. You can color code them too if you like. Okay. On the free version, I think you only have the option to use one color. But what some people might do for that is to make it known is you can put green for the pairs that you like to trade. That's something that Caesar does. Caesar he doesn't really have sections like I do. He has green, then he has blue, blue for crypto, and then he has red. Red are pairs that he doesn't like, so he keeps them there. But yeah, you can do that, guys, as well on the watch list. What else do we have? We have, if you pull up on this, we have down here, trading panel. So this is where the brokers are. If you that I said you can actually place trades on TradingView. You can do that if you have Awanda as a broker. You can connect your broker account just by clicking connect and go through the process to connect your broker account. So that way you can start placing trades. Okay, you'd be able to come up here and click these buttons, and it will allow you to place a trade. But if you see, when I hover over it, it says a broker is not connected. Okay, so that's how you can do that. You probably won't use this down here too often, which is why I have it, down here. So other than that, guys, that's kind of how you set up and maneuver around your TradingView. Now we will have a separate video that will show you how to actually do chart markups and all that good stuff. But that is how you get your favorites toolbar set up. That's how you get your time frame set up, how you find your indicators if you need indicators, how you get into your settings. Again, if you pull up and you draw something, if you click on it, it will bring up the toolbar for that specific tool, measuring tool. Okay, so I drew a rectangle. This is the toolbar for the rectangle. I can delete it. Okay, I can go to settings. I can change the color, the background. If I want it, see how it's see-through, I can make it to where it's not see-through. You can extend it right, or well, probably left for you guys, but you can extend it right or you can extend it left. Okay, if I extend right, it extends it infinitely to the right. So as far as I drag the chart, it's going to be out that way. Okay, if I do it left, it extends left. Why does that come in handy? Well, let's say we drew something and we're highlighting something around this area, but we want to see if that zone that I highlighted was was active, was utilized in the past. Okay, maybe that zone was a previous zone that was really strong in the past. So you can do that and say, oh wow, okay, it was a zone from the past. Okay, so you can do that. That comes in handy as well. You can go to text. You can add text. So I'm going to click the box to activate the text. I'm going to type text, and it puts it there. Now you can say that you want it on top, inside. Now it put it inside, or on the bottom. Put it inside. You can put it left, center, or right. Okay, text off. Coordinates just means where, what price bar, all that good stuff. Probably not going to use that too much. Visibility is on what time frame charts do you want it to be visible. Okay, do you want it on your minutes charts, your hours, your days, your weeks, or do you, sometimes you might draw something that you just want on the hour chart. Okay, then you can turn them off on all of the other charts. Okay, this is your colors. So we make it green. That's the outline. Okay, the pencil is the outline. The bucket is the fill color. Okay, we'll make it blue. Okay, if you want to make the outline bigger, you would do that. 4 pixels, 3 pixels, so on and so on. Okay, if you want to lock, so let's say that I have a big box there, right? And I don't want to accidentally, I want it to stay there, and I don't want to, if I'm grabbing the chart to move it or something, I don't want to accidentally grab this and move this and be like, oh crap. So what you can do is you can select the box and you can lock it. Okay, so now you can't move the box. Okay, it's locked until you unlock it. Now I can move it. Okay, so that's what the lock does. More, you can come in and do visual order. You can bring it to the front. If you have a few different markings, a few different markups overlapping each other, you can bring one to the front, send it to the back, and do whatever. You can clone it, you can copy it, or you can hide it. Okay, and that's on anything. If I draw a line, same thing. Thickness of the line. This box here is to save it. So let's say that I want a box that I'm going to use on the 1 hour chart. Okay, I would color code it to whatever colors I want for the 1 hour chart. Okay, let's say I want blue with the green outline. Those are going to be my 1 hour boxes. Okay, that's going to be the squares or the boxes that I draw on my 1 hour charts. Okay, you can come over here. You can save drawing template as 1 hour box. Save. Okay. Now I'm going to delete it. And now when I draw a box, let me change the colors so you can see colors here. Now I can go back to this 1 hour box. Here it is right here. When I click it, it's going to change it to the 1 hour box. Okay, so you can load templates on everything. Everything you can load templates. Okay, which is very handy when you're especially when you're doing your top-down analysis. Okay, all right, guys. I think that's it. I don't think there's much more on TradingView, setting your TradingView up. Again, we will go in depth. I will go into utilizing the tools in another video and how to do chart markups and all that good stuff. But until then, guys, we will see you on the next video. Take care.